It's the first time something like this has happened, but it's actually jammed, so we can't pull down the code D right now. Uh-oh.
I don't know what happened.
This is wicked. You were with us last week on the gorgeous island of Anguilla with some dramas on the beach. And we've lost the drone and it's in the water somewhere and we're trying to find it. Before we rented a little zoom and explored the island. So we're leaving this morning to Sombrero Island, and it's called Sombrero Island because it does look like a sombrero hat. Yeah, pretty stoked to be leaving this morning, and the sky is clearing because it rained all night, so I'm really stoked. I hope it stays this way. You look wet. What happened?
I dropped the fin from the kayak in the water.
You found it?
Yep.
Cool.
Stefan dropped one of the fins in the water and I heard this like, oh! And I was like, what happened? And he held up one of the ones that wasn't in the water. He's like, I dropped this in the water. And I was like, and I looked at him and he was like, walked off to jump in.
Great start to the morning.
Yip, yip.
Awake. Hey buddy, you want to lift a sombrero? It was perfect code D weather as we set off for Sombrero Island. We were looking at a nice, flat, downwind sail for a little while.
Okay, Captain, my captain. What's the current situation?
So we're quite protected at the moment from Anguilla and a few other little islands, and we're absolutely hammering with the code D right now with an apparent wind speed of like 13. But once we get out of the way of these islands, the apparent wind speed is going to pick up a little bit, but we should be right on this course. We just can't get a better angle on Sombrero Island, which is what we want eventually. So we're just going to ride this like this for as long as we can and try and pinch a few degrees here and there to Sombrero. At some stage we're just going to have to furl in the code D and unfurl the head
And head
south.
straight at our island.
And head straight to Sombrero. We're out in the open now. It's really not so bad. What's the apparent wind speed, Riley?
Between 13 and 16.
Alright, cool. Yeah, just as we predicted. What's going on?
Oh, we're just going to fulfill this code D and...
Picked up?
Yeah.
Alright.
Pull on it more.
It's the first time something like this has happened, but Riley just said that we've winched the code D up just a little bit too high and the rope gets a bit thicker up the top, and it's actually jammed, so we can't pull down the code D right now. So Riley's just rigging something up.
Elayna, come here as well.
It just doesn't feel good.
Nah, that's jammed. Yes! We got it! You missed the dramatic fall down. No damage, Riley?
No, I don't. I mean, I probably need to go and have a look at some stage, but I doubt it.
So it's just the thickness of the rope.
Well, no, I don't think it was that now. I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Good job, Shookers. Thank you for your help.
Nada.
Nice job, Russ.
That's it.
So what'd you figure out?
It's been a while. All it was, we figured out eventually, was I was using the code 0 line for the code D. So one's doubled and one's singled, and that's obviously why it got caught at the top. I'm not sure what it got caught on or why, but I realised I was using the wrong halyard. So no dramas there, no need to scale the mast, apart from the fact that I probably should anyway.
Uh-oh.
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 I don't know what happened, if that was on, or that has fallen down and somehow knocked it on. I think it's fallen off there and somehow knocked that up. I don't know, that doesn't really
So we have
make
no
sense,
fresh
but-
water now.
Well, we've got fresh water minus whatever this was. Actually, Elayna, who's got some washing they need done? No?
Oh yeah, maybe one shirt.
Yeah. That's good for the boat because all sorts of grubby little bacteria grow around in here.
The morning sickness is real. I mean, like, I woke up this morning, before we'd even left, I knew I was going to be sick. But I've been pretty lucky, I've only got morning sickness twice. So I think if I keep talking myself out of it, I'll be okay.
We're 2.6 nautical miles from Sombrero Island. The swell has started to build because of the continental shelf creeping up, so the waves are building. We've got an apparent wind speed of 21. It's been even up to 23. We've still got full sails up, which is pushing it a little bit, but like it's just here. So I've gone downwind a little bit to lower the apparent wind speed. We'll push up behind the island, turn the engines on and load it back in. Otherwise we could take a reef, but I can't really be bothered. We'll tuck up into our little spot that I've found and hopefully go for a spearfish pretty quickly. Elayna, what do you reckon? She's about as not keen as I've ever seen her for anything.
Such a dork with this song.
The whispers of the trees, the humming of the bees.
It's still 18 meters here and you can see the bottom. The water must be so clear. This is so cool. So we've decided all along this shelf here, like it's 20 meters regardless. So it's a really steep drop. So we may as well go close to the steps that lead to the town, back over this way. And we've already seen fish in the water, so I'm so excited to jump in.
Things I've never tried, so much to do before I die. This life keeps rolling on, and I keep forgetting what I want.
What on earth is going on?
Riley's convinced me to take the dinghy all the way out there to drift along the shelf so he can go spearfishing.
Out in basically Atlantic swell.
So I'm just thinking what we should take, and I think we should take, we've got a radio so we can radio Shukran if the engine won't start or something like that. I'm also going to take the EPIRB for the worst case scenario and maybe some flares. Should we take some flares? Or is that a bit overboard?
Well, I guess we could.
Doesn't hurt. Some sunscreen, a hat, and bikinis so I can swim as well. Yeah.
In order of importance, well done.
What are you after today, Raz? Wahoo?
Wahoo or tuna?
I reckon tuna.
Tuna would be nice.
Really? Wahoo's
mix
better.
it up. I don't know, something
We had
different.
so much wow.
Yeah.
So much. Get a tuna.
Alright,
EPIRB, the walkie-talkie and the iPhone.
for navigation.
The nav. Alrighty.
Right. I hope that you won't use it.
Me too!
Peace.
See you later!
See you.
That thing's gonna break.
Riley just said he's seen something, so I've let go of the buoy and he's by himself now. if I see him waving, I'm going to start up the dinghy and go over and help him fetch the fish. False alarm, Riley said it was a small wahoo, so he didn't shoot it. But I don't know how I got roped into this. I'm now chopping up chum and throwing it in the water for Riley, because we're drifting this way and he's behind me, so I'll throw the chum out and hopefully lure in a big one. The boat stinks. To Riley! So I don't think we said, but Riley did not get a wahoo. He saw one, but it was only
baby one.
Yeah, it was a little one. But anyway.
I thought I wouldn't shoot it.
Okay, Riley, thank you.
Good off, mate.
You could have, but you did the right thing. And we all got back to the boat. Riley went for a swim by himself. The GoPro battery died, but he said like the sea life's incredible, so tomorrow morning we're all gonna go for a swim. But right now we really want to go and check out the ruins up here before it gets dark. There's no place to leave the dinghy, it's just a cliff wall, so we're gonna try and throw out the anchor and hopefully it'll sit off the wall. But yeah, there's a ladder that we have to climb to get onto this island, so this is gonna be interesting. So sick.
It's been like scaffolded into place.
This is wicked. Oh my god. Here we are. Sombrero. Oh my gosh. Those birds were not expecting a human. Hello!
I was in love with the big blue ocean.
I don't even know where to look right now. This is incredible.
Fulfilled with the words not spoken.
Where am I right now? Never felt this way. Ever. Like, I have such a weird feeling being here. A good one. It's so different to anything I've ever felt.
So Sombrero, like Anguilla, is one of the British territories. This island was used for mining guano, which is the accumulated excrement of seabirds and bats. Guano is a highly effective fertiliser due to its high content of nitrogen, phosphate and potassium, the nutrients essential for plant growth. Sombrero is located on the route between England and South and Central America. Because of the high traffic on this route, there were hundreds of ships that ran aground on the nearby Horseshoe Reef. Many islands across the Caribbean required a lighthouse, so it wasn't until 1898 that one was constructed. The lighthouse was once damaged in a hurricane and replaced, and it was manned until the year 2001 when they installed an automated tower. Since then, it's just been the lizards, the masked boobies, and the plethora of sea life under the surface.
Oh, little baby. Aren't you just gorgeous? You can't fly yet. But don't worry, I'll leave you alone, okay? You stay there. It's alright. You stay. You stay. This is the way up to the lighthouse, and the first thing I see is batteries in water. And I don't trust it.
I'm gonna do it first.
Alright, sweet. I'll use you as the guinea pig. Be careful. I don't trust the rusty part. So I'm on the 5th floor of the lighthouse. And Shukran just came from the level above, and he said the lighthouse is actually locked off. So the best view that we have is from this little window here. And it is so hot in here. And a bit creepy, there's like this hum. I'm not sure what it's from, but I don't like it, so I'm going down.
What can I say? This place is amazing. Absolutely incredible. It's like the remains of some ancient druid civilization left here just for us to explore. It really, really is incredible. I'm just absolutely gobsmacked, blown away. It's ridiculous. We probably say that too much, and it doesn't leave enough room for when places actually are really amazing, and this place really is amazing. Look at this. I mean, that might not be your thing, but I like it.
Very large population of birds and also hermit crabs. But other than that, not even any spiders, which I'm surprised. I'm really happy that these birds don't attack. They're not aggressive. Like, if these were magpies in Australia, we'd be in a lot of trouble. So Riley just said that he reckons he could live here.
Good.
What part would you live in? And why?
Nesting grounds, because there's lots of eggs for dinner.
Oh yeah, you could live on off eggs. Get pretty sick of them and you might have to put up a fight with the birds.
Probably live off wahoo.
Gotta catch it first. Oh! Made peanut satay noodles for dinner. We're gonna eat on the deck. It's gonna get cold real quick, the food.
Thanks for dinner, Nikita Caruso.
That's okay.
And also, and I mean this, thanks for coming miles offshore with me.
Yeah, that was a big
whilst
one.
whilst a little bit seasick and pregnant, and then like after all of that, dealing with like throwing chum in the water for me.
You're welcome. Thank you for thanking me. I was about to say, just like that, he's out. Because Riley was just asleep. Knackered.
Unbelievably exhausted.
I can't wait to go swimming tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
Alright.
you guys didn't come for a swim
Yeah,
over by the
I
island.
really need to see what's under the surface. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight. Until tomorrow. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and next Monday, dive with us before we set the sails once again for a 500 nautical mile mission to the Dominican Republic.
Quadruples. Collect the whole set.